We have a terrifying story in Florida that has a miraculous ending. A boy and his father swept out into the ocean, and they somehow managed to survive. 12-year-old Chris Marino saved after treading water in the open Atlantic for more than 12 hours. He survived the rough seas with no flotation device, nothing to hold on to. Chris, who is autistic, had been swimming off Ponce Inlet near Daytona Beach when he and his 46-year-old father, Walter, were swept 8 miles out to sea by strong currents.
Yelled out to my brother, "Stop the boat, stop the boat." There was a man.
Walter was rescued at daybreak by fishermen after he and his son had become separated during the night. The Coast Guard found Chris 2 hours later, much to the relief of his mother.
We're just so happy that they were found and they're in such great condition. I'm just excited to bring my son home.
And joining us this morning from Clearwater, Florida, two of the rescuers, Lieutenant David Berkey and rescue swimmer Tom Emmerich of the Coast Guard. Good morning, gentlemen, and congratulations.
Good morning, Harry.
Lieutenant, let me start with you. You're flying this aircraft, this helicopter. Is it literally like trying to find a needle in a haystack?
Very much so. Ahead from 300 feet looks the size of, like you said, a pinhead basically, or a basketball. It's very difficult to see.
Right. So you're what were the sea conditions, and were you about 300 feet off the surface?
Yes, sir. We do search from about 300 feet. The seas were really calm. There were no waves breaking, so there were no white caps or anything. There was about a 4-foot swell. So other than that, search conditions were really good.
And were you optimistic? And who spotted this young man?
We were very optimistic going in, especially once we found out that they had found the father. It gave us a good starting point for our search. The person who actually spotted him was our flight mechanic, who spotted him. A great job on his part. He was right next to some seaweed, very difficult to spot. He saw him, immediately knew what it was.
Man, amazing. Tom, it's your job then to dive in, descend down into those waters. This is usually a place, I understand, that's filled with sharks and jellyfish and whatnot. How surprised were you to see the condition of young Christopher?
He was very quiet, very calm. I imagine it was probably due to his fatigue. He was doing all the right things, staying very calm. Seeing him, he didn't give me a lot of response back. I was trying to talk to him. He didn't talk to me back at all until we were back in the helicopter.
Right. Did you know he was autistic?
We heard rumors that he might be, but we were not sure.
You swim for a living. How amazing is it to you that here's this skinny 12-year-old kid who is out there and literally, without a flotation device, has been treading water all night long?
It is truly an amazing thing. I don't know if I would be able to do that. I do all this training, swimming, and 12 hours is a long time.
Wow. This is one of those stories with a happy ending. They just go out for a leisurely swim. Next thing you know, the current takes them miles out into the open ocean. Lieutenant Berkey, let me ask you this. You go out there, you go on these rescue missions. Sometimes they don't end so well. What is it like for you to have a successful ending like this one?
Oh, it's a huge reward for us as a crew and as an air station. It gives us hope that we are going to go out there, we are going to find something, and it was definitely why we signed up to do this job.
Well, gentlemen, a job well done. We're talking to Lieutenant David Berkey and Tom Emmerich. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us this morning, and congratulations again.